An update now on the civil trial of Nathan Carman. The 26-year-old testified for hours today in his own defense. A pair of insurance companies are trying to block him from collecting an $85,000 insurance claim after his boat sank nearly 3 years ago off the coast of Rhode Island. Eyewitness News reporter Julianne Lima was in court for today's testimony. She joins us now live from Providence with what Carman said on the stand today. Julianne?
Well, Shannon, Nathan Carman was very careful and precise with his answers. He was questioned on everything from modifications he made to his boat to his insurance policy, which we learned he adjusted just months before the sinking.
Nathan, are you prepared for trial today?
Nathan Carman and his attorney continued their pattern of silence as they walked into court Thursday morning. Carman was the only witness today answering questions about the sinking of his boat, the Chickenpox, in September 2016. Carman escaped on a life raft, but his mother, who was also on board, is presumed to be dead. This morning, we learned Carman increased the value of his insurance policy to $85,000 just 6 months before the boat sank at Block Canyon. He did this after installing a GPS, life raft, and autopilot program on board. Carman was pressed on changes he made to the vessel, including removing 2 bulkheads, which can affect a boat's structural stability and buoyancy. The day before the fateful voyage, he testified that he also replaced a pump on board and removed trim tabs, leaving 4 holes in the boat just above the waterline. Carman admitted to only filling the holes with putty and not using a fiberglass kit he had purchased for repairs. Carman says he thought removing the tabs would make the boat more fuel efficient. The insurance companies say Carman was required to report changes such as these when he filed the total loss claim, and he didn't.
I'm here to support him, to support Nathan.
A woman who says she's friends with Carman spoke to us outside court.
I believe when he purchased the boat that it was already altered.
The defense agrees, saying the boat was old and had issues when Carman bought it. And today, Carman testified it only took a few minutes for the boat to sink, saying it felt like it was dropping out from beneath his feet. Coming up new at 6, why Carman says he did not radio for help when the boat started taking on water. Reporting live outside federal court in Providence, I'm Julianne Lima, Eyewitness News.
The civil trial of Nathan Carman is expected to wrap up soon. Today, Carman himself took the stand. As we reported, his insurance company is suing him, claiming he made alterations to his boat that caused it to sink. Eyewitness News reporter Julianne Lima was in federal court today and joins us live with new details on Carman's testimony. Julianne?
Shannon, for the first time ever, we're hearing from Nathan Carman himself about what happened that fateful day nearly 3 years ago. In court today, Carman says it took just a few minutes for his boat to sink. He described it as dropping out from beneath his feet. Video shows the moments after Nathan Carman was rescued after spending a week at sea on a life raft. He survived the sinking of his boat, the Chickenpox. His mother disappeared and is presumed dead. In court today, Carman said he didn't hear his mother scream or say anything when the boat sank suddenly. Attorneys for the insurance companies questioned if Carman's mother was even on board when it happened. He said she was. Carman admits he did not call for help as his boat was taking on water. He says they were outside the radio range, and while he saw a lot of water, he thought he could fix the problem with the pump. Carman testified he had no idea his bilge pump wasn't working, and there's no way to test it. He says he replaced the part twice in just 6 months, including the day before the ill-fated journey. In court, Carman struggled to pinpoint on a map where exactly his boat sank. He testified before this case he had never drawn on paper maps or charts. His boat has never been found. And Carman testified for nearly 6 hours today. His testimony will continue tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. and the trial will end tomorrow. The judge is limiting testimony in this case. The plaintiffs have about 2 hours left. The defense about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Reporting live in Providence, I'm Julianne Lima, Eyewitness News.